Hello and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I do want to say I don't love this microphone, so I'm sorry if the sound quality is not the best, but I couldn't find my other microphone and I have the dishwasher going. My toddler is in the background doing whatever he's doing over there, so I don't want you to be hearing a ton of background noise while we try to chat here. But welcome back to anyone who has already been here. Thank you for all the comments and things that I've been getting on my channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I'm very excited that you're all here, and I'm starting to build my little community here on YouTube, here on authortube, so I'm very excited about that. And in this video I just wanted to kind of talk about my journey so far with this YouTube channel. It has been just under 2 months. I think by the time I post this video it'll be just about 2 months since I posted my first video. I just kind of wanted to talk about where I'm at, where my channel's at, some of the little things that I've learned so far. Yeah, just go over it all with all of you. Whether you're another writer, a mom with your own dreams or creative aspirations, or just someone thinking about starting their own YouTube channel, I hope this video will be helpful and just to give you a realistic view into my experience. At least this is not everyone's experience, obviously, but I feel like my experience is a little bit unique in the fact that I am a mom to 2 toddlers and pregnant with my 3rd, and there's a lot of other crazy things going on in my life right now. So just trying to navigate starting this channel on top of all of that, I feel like I just want to share my perspective and experience so far. So first of all, for those who are just finding me through this video, hi, I'm Cabrian, and like I said, I am a mother. This is my channel kind of documenting my journey to writing my first novel and hopefully someday publishing. So that's the whole reason I started this channel, is to talk about my writing journey and working that in with being a mom, doing YouTube, working part-time, and just all of the other things that are going on in my life, and just trying to share all of that in my experience, like I said. So although this channel is very much centered around my writing and motherhood, I also want to include videos that are just tips about starting a YouTube channel, making YouTube videos, or just videos in general, whether it's for other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, things like that. I just kind of wanted to throw in some videos here and there about just being a content creator. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I have mentioned that even though this channel is brand new, I am not necessarily brand new to content creation. I have another YouTube channel that I have had for 8 or 9 years, something like that, that I've posted very inconsistently on. But I also have a TikTok account that I've posted pretty consistently on for the past year, a little over a year. Like I said, although this channel is very new, I feel like I have enough experience to be able to not be an expert, but at least share the knowledge that I've learned over all those years with somebody who is brand new and just starting out. So I do, like I said, want to just share some advice and things that I've learned about YouTube and making videos, content creation, and kind of just sprinkle that in with my writing content, because that's a big passion of mine as well. So first of all, speaking about this channel specifically, I did want to talk about my growth over the past 2 months. Although it's been small and slow, I still want to tell you all about it so that you can have a realistic understanding of kind of at least how things are going for me. Like I said, this is very much my experience, and there are other channels who grow faster, who grow slower, but I feel like for me, I always love to watch people's videos and just see their growth and how long things took them, what they were doing specifically to try and help their channel grow, all of those details. I just love watching those types of videos, so I thought I would share in case someone else out there likes watching these kinds of videos. So I want to go over some of my analytics for the past 2 months, which I should have had pulled up on my laptop already. I will share some screenshots of this as well as I am talking here. So since starting my YouTube channel and posting my first video on March 28th, I have posted 7 videos. I technically missed a week, so maybe I am at 8 weeks now. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I started, like I said, my first video was March 28th. Since I started and posted that first video, I have had 330 views across all my videos. My watch time has been 25.2 hours. And as far as subscribers, I have 27 subscribers. And it looks like my best performing video so far was my video called Meet the Writer, where I did an authortube newbie tag. I just answered a bunch of questions about who I am as an author and just who I am in general. That one right now has 83 views. It looks like my average view duration over all videos is about 4 to 4.5 minutes. And it looks like my highest traffic source is browse features, which it says is the homepage or home screen, including both signed in and signed out viewers. So that's pretty exciting. That means my videos are showing up on the homepage. When you just first type in YouTube, I am showing up for people. So that's pretty cool. And then my second traffic source is YouTube search. So that is good for me to know as far as what I'm putting in for my titles and descriptions for SEO and all of that stuff. That's very exciting to know that I'm actually showing up on people's home screen and homepage already. I was not really expecting that, but it looks like 161 of my views have come from those browse features on the homepage. And then 52 of my views have come from the YouTube search. Again, that's actually pretty exciting. I've had, looks like on the homepage, I've had 3,988 impressions. My click-through rate is 3% on that. And then as far as the YouTube search, like I said, I have 52 views from that. My impressions are 596. My impressions click-through rate is 6.5%. I don't know what is average. I will have to look into that, but I feel pretty good about these numbers. I'm pretty happy about them, to be honest. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to show up on people's homepages just yet because I literally just started my channel a couple months ago. So the fact that that is my top traffic source right now, pretty cool. As far as the numbers of like views, likes, comments, things like that, I try really hard not to focus too much on all of that stuff because number one, I am doing this for fun to document it for myself. I've done this with all of my other channels and platforms that I have started. It's more of like an online diary for myself. I just love going back and watching the videos. I love making videos. Yes, I have goals as far as numbers and things like that because obviously you need specific numbers to get monetized or to maybe get noticed by brands and things. So if I ever want to do this full time someday, numbers matter in that sense. But in general, I'm just happy to see that anyone is viewing my video, that people are commenting and I'm getting to have conversations with people in the comments, things like that. That's more of what I care about. But I like to look at analytics. I'm that type of person that just likes to kind of see what's working, what's not working. And it doesn't necessarily always influence the things that I decide to post, but it can help when I need ideas or just to see like what are people liking and do I want to do more of that. And then like I said, I do still have number goals like reaching 1,000 subscribers, getting that 4,000 hour watch time so I can get monetized on YouTube, although I know that AdSense is not the majority of YouTubers' income. But I don't know. It matters to me for those reasons. But even though my channel may be growing a little bit slower than one would hope, I'm still just so happy that I have any subscribers at all. Like honestly, anytime I refresh or like post a new video and refresh like the next day and I have one new subscriber, I'm so excited. Having 27 subscribers right now is awesome to me for, like I said, just starting out. So a few things that I feel like have worked well for me so far is staying consistent. And right now I'm only posting one time a week. It's just all that I have time and energy for. Like I said, having 2 toddlers, I work part-time at a diner and have my own business. I'm a wife. I have a home to take care of. You know, I have a whole life outside of just writing. So it can be a struggle to make videos sometimes. I want to post more often throughout the week, like even 2 times a week would be nice. But as of right now, it seems like I only have the capacity for 1 time a week. And I'm curious if I were to post more, if I would grow faster. But again, yes, I want to grow, but I am not willing to burn myself out or end up hating this channel because I'm doing too much and it's not fun anymore. So right now, 1 video a week consistently has been good for me. And like I mentioned, I've already missed 1 week, and this past one, I usually post on Friday, but I posted this past video on a Saturday instead. So I'm not being too strict on myself about even that. I'm trying really hard to do that 1 post a week because I do want to see some growth and I do want to post for the people who have subscribed to me. But yeah, it's been nice to not have a ton of pressure around it. And also depending on the type of video I'm doing, it can be easier to film possibly multiple. For example, this type of sit down video may take me at most an hour to film, which I really hope I don't ever film an hour and have to cut that down. But just being generous, at most an hour to film. I could technically film 2 of those types of videos in a day and then edit when I have time in the evenings or whatever. I know that I can make it work if I wanted to post more often. I'm just not quite ready to yet. And when I do, I want to be able to commit to 2-3 times a week. So I'm just figuring out my rhythm right now, figuring out, trying to plan ahead on what types of videos I want to do, things like that. Another thing that I feel like has worked really well so far has been being very intentional about my titles and descriptions as far as SEO and keeping that in mind, which is another reason it's interesting to me to see that the YouTube search was my number 2 traffic source. And that makes me feel good because I have put some effort into just kind of researching like what videos are doing well for other people, what kinds of titles they're using. And whenever I do struggle or I'm kind of rushing to get a video up, to be honest, I will go to ChatGPT and tell it really quick what my video is about and ask it to come up with a title and description for me. A lot of times I will go in and edit it, make it my own a little bit, but I will keep all those juicy keywords and things, or I will take elements of titles and descriptions that I've seen other people do that I really liked and implement it for my video. And I feel like that's helped. For example, what's up, buddy? Daddy's not here right now, honey. He's working. For example, my number 2 performing video right now is should you use a pen name? I feel like pen name is something that people look up a lot, so I made sure to include that as well as other keywords for that video. But what's wrong, honey? A snack? Okay, I'll give you a snack in 1 minute. Can I give you one in 1 minute? All right. Let me get him a snack and then I'll come back. This is just part of mom life. Anyway, like I was saying, also my top performing video is an authortube newbie tag, which is something I've seen a lot of people doing, especially new channels recently. So people are searching authortube newbie tag. So that's something I made sure to include in my title, my description, things like that. And I kind of mentioned this, but batch filming when possible, obviously can be super helpful because then all you have to do afterwards is edit that and you don't have to carve out that time later to film another video. I haven't done that a ton yet with this channel. I did film a week in my life writing, and then during that same week, one of the days filmed my video about my pen name. So I don't know if that would technically be considered batch filming. I guess kind of. I have done it for my TikTok before. Obviously TikTok is short form, so it's a little bit easier to batch content. But when you have one of those days where you have a lot more time, it's so nice to be able to just film a bunch of stuff. You only have to get ready once. Maybe you change your shirt or something and you just film a bunch of content, and then you have all of that ready to be edited and uploaded throughout the week whenever you need it. I do hope to do that more in the future with this channel, be able to just batch create some content and have it ready to go so I don't miss a week, or so I can post multiple times a week. I'll keep you guys updated with how that goes because like I said, right now most of the time I am filming and editing during my toddler's nap time. And also I try to do it when my husband is working and not working from home because I just don't like filming in front of him. I'm way too awkward about it. So I don't typically have like a day or like more than an hour and a half to do a bunch of batch filming. I don't know. The more I start making these videos and getting serious about this channel and writing, I think I will maybe ask for more help from maybe my mom to take my toddler for the day. He will be starting daycare soon, but I will also be working a little bit more when that happens. So I will definitely have to continue to find my balance with this channel and being a mom and working and just everything. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated on how it all goes and kind of my plan or the things that I'm trying, because I want to be very open about my YouTube journey as well as my writing journey. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Another thing that I feel like has worked well, or at least I've enjoyed, is making videos that just feel more like conversations. Like that's just how I want my videos to come across. I want to feel like I am talking to a friend, and I want you to feel like you're listening to a friend. I love the types of videos where it feels like you're just FaceTiming with someone and this is just who they are, what's on their mind. That's what I want my channel to be like. I don't necessarily like doing scripted videos. I may like write out some of my points that I want to make, but I don't like reading from a script. So you probably won't ever see me do that. I just like to be open and just be myself. And that's a big part of the reason too that I'm not telling friends and family about this channel yet, because I just want to be myself, just put myself out there to all of you strangers and some of you who are becoming friends, which again, I've said this before, but my friends and family are very supportive. I don't think any of them would really judge, but I do always question what they're thinking when they see my stuff. So I have more of a filter if I know they're going to see my videos, whatever, whole different subject. So my next bullet point I actually have here in front of me is some of the challenges I've faced. And I feel like I have talked about this, especially in my week in my life video that I recently posted, but just having the energy and the motivation sometimes to not only write, which is the whole main point of my channel, but to keep up with filming as well can be very difficult. Having 2 kids and I'm now 29 weeks pregnant, I am getting to a point where I'm so exhausted. My toddlers wake up at like 5 a.m. almost every day, and I'm just so tired all the time, like all the time. All right, my microphone just died and I pulled out the other one and it's also dead. So I really hope the sound isn't too bad with, like I said, the dishwasher and everything in the background, but we're gonna finish up this video anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah, just talking about pregnancy. Oh yeah, low energy, things like that. Okay, that's where we were. The other thing that can be a struggle is that if I don't end up having the time when my toddler is napping because I am taking care of other things, it can be hard to find time to film. Today, for example, I had some other things going on during his nap at the beginning, and then I decided to try and get ready really quick and film this really quick. But of course, as soon as I was like finishing up my makeup, my toddler woke up. So I had to just say, you know what? It is what it is. He's going to be in the background of my video. You might hear the dishwasher because I can't go into another room and film and leave him alone because he doesn't like that. So it is what it is, but I still want to get this video done, especially because my husband is not working from home today. I don't know. I think sometimes it can be a challenge just to make the time in general as a mom. I don't know. It's just tough sometimes. Another thing that I personally struggle with is imposter syndrome, especially when I struggle to keep up with writing just within my schedule too, or when it comes to a day where I'm like, oh, I should film something today so I have something to post on Friday, but then I'm like, but I haven't really written a lot recently, so then I'm like, well, what will my video even be about because I haven't written? And I just start to like kind of feel that imposter syndrome of just like, why am I even making a channel about writing when I don't know what I'm doing, and I am just starting out really with writing again after not doing it for years, and I don't have a schedule, and I've never been consistent with videos other than TikTok, and even that I haven't been like as consistent as I want to be, kind of thing. So I definitely can let those thoughts get into my head, but I want this channel to be a type of channel that I would want to watch, and a lot of the times I find myself wanting to see someone's journey from the beginning and just see their struggles. I like seeing people who have their life together and have the aesthetic and have their schedules and routines, but I also really like to see the people who are just figuring it out and sharing it as they go. I like to see people who are brand new to writing or brand new to YouTube and just, like I said, figuring it out, learning it as they go. I've always been that type of content creator, I feel like, with everything that I've done, where I am literally just telling you where I'm at right now. So sometimes I will have to come on here and be like, honestly, I haven't written in a couple weeks because of this, or because I just haven't. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just want to be real about that, and I'm trying not to feel that imposter syndrome and let those thoughts get to my head, because there's somebody out there who will be encouraged by seeing me be real about it. I don't have to be perfect and put together and have my entire life together in order to relate to someone and impact somebody, or even just feel like you're talking to a friend, kind of thing, if that makes sense. And kind of off of that point is I've just been learning to be okay with progress and not always needing perfection. I can very much be a perfectionist. I get stuck in a planning mode a lot with everything because I want the perfect plan going into something. So I can really struggle with perfectionism, and I think that can go hand in hand with anxiety, which I also struggle with, just wanting to know how things are going to go, how they're going to work out ahead of time. But I'm really trying to let that go, especially with this channel, and just like I've said before, done, not perfect. So my videos may not always be the best quality. My microphone may die in the middle because I forgot to charge it, but I am just going to continue and push through and get better as I go, and just share my real authentic journey in the process. Again, progress, not perfection. I just want to keep going, and I want to try and put my best foot forward. forward each time. Even if my best doesn't look like someone else's best, or doesn't even look like my best on a better day, I'm just putting out my best each and every day, no matter what that looks like. Which, side note, if you know anything about type A versus type B moms, I've been seeing a lot of videos, especially on TikTok, about type C moms, and that is definitely me. Some people describe it as a type A mom with undiagnosed or unmedicated ADHD, which I feel like is very accurate for me. But I'm very much like the type of mom who wants to be aesthetic and cute and have my life together, but I just really struggle to actually get to that point. So yeah, if you know anything about that, I am a type C mom. That's why a lot of my videos, like, I try to sit down, I try to plan them out, I try to have my microphone, but then my microphone dies in the middle of it, or I realize I forgot to, whatever it is. I'm not even using a tripod right now. You are propped up on a candle because I have this tripod that was just too tall for what I was trying to do here, and my other tripod is in the other room that I didn't want to go get. So that's just who I am, I guess. So lastly, I just want to encourage any other moms out there who have a dream of starting a YouTube channel, have a dream of writing a book, having any kind of creative outlet or just outlet in general that you want to go after, a dream that you want to chase. Like I said, am not perfect, even though I want to be and try to be a lot of the time. I'm not, and I'm learning that I just need to go after the things that I want, as well as being a good mom to my kids, because although being a mom is the most important thing to me, it's not all that I am either. I have my own dreams and passions, and I want my kids to see someday that I did everything I could to chase those dreams and be my own person. For any other moms out there who are wanting to start something new or to rediscover a hobby that you used to love, to write a book, make videos, anything, I just want to be some encouragement to you. It is possible, even when you have a busy schedule. It's so important to make that time for yourself. Even something as small as, like, for myself, I recently started a regular skincare routine, which I've never been consistent even before having kids, but I started being more diligent and intentional about having that little bit of time for myself after the kids are in bed to do something to take care of myself. And I've been dealing with some skin issues that I just finally had enough, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out. Even though I wouldn't say my skin issues have gone away at all, but like just having that consistency and showing up for myself in that small way has been huge and making me feel more like myself again outside of just being a mom. And it's something that I wanted to start now before my baby comes, because I know that things are going to get even busier and crazier with 3 kids. So I just wanted to start something like that now, start this YouTube channel now, and hopefully be able to continue after I have my baby and still have those things for myself, because that's important too, just as much as being a mom and being the best mom that I can be. And even little steps add up over time. That's another thing that I'm learning when it comes to my writing. Even on the days where I feel like I barely got anything done, it is all adding up, and just putting in that little bit of effort is still a win. It's still amazing that I showed up and I did it, even if it was 10 minutes, it doesn't matter. Even if I wrote one word or one idea down, I did something and I made some progress. So every little step you can make towards your goal, towards something you want to do, is huge. Like I said, even though the problems I'm having with my skin have not cleared up yet, and I've been consistent for a few months now, I at least have taken the steps into finding consistency with my routine, and now I can work on finding products that will work and help. If I had never started a few months ago, I would still be very much in the same place I was back then, still complaining about my skin and not doing anything about it. I guess my point is to just start, just spend the couple minutes that you have and be proud of taking that time for yourself and for your goals and your dreams. Just be proud of that, no matter what it looks like. And of course, I would love for you all to comment and tell me what some of your goals are, whether it's writing related, YouTube related, TikTok related, literally anything. I just would love to see what some of your guys' goals are and some of the things that you are working through to achieve those goals. I want to be supportive to you guys as well, as much as everyone has been for me so far on this channel. Everybody's been so encouraging, and it's been just amazing. Like I said, all of the comments and being able to kind of just talk with you guys in the comments has been awesome. I've had so many people who are encouraging me on videos where I feel like I'm not doing what I wanted to do or getting as much done as I wanted to get done, and people are commenting and encouraging me in how much I did get done and just the fact that I showed up. So I really appreciate that from you guys, and I would love love to be that person for you guys as well. So please comment below because I just love learning more about you guys too. Like I said, in the future, obviously I'm going to continue with the writing content, telling you more about my project and how all of that's going and how I'm fitting that in still. But I also want to do more videos about YouTube and making videos in general. I could do videos about some editing basics and share some of my knowledge on that. Again, I am no expert, but I've been doing it long enough that I feel like I know enough to be able to share some knowledge with you guys. Maybe how to film with kids around or how to blur faces if you decide you don't want to show your kids, things like that. Even though I'm not the best at content planning, I understand content planning and how to make a schedule around content. So if you want me to just talk about that, I can talk about that as well. Really anything SEO. I am a little bit of a video YouTube nerd, so I would love to chat about that stuff. So if you have any questions or specific videos you would be interested in, let me know. Yeah, like I said, over the years of just posting videos on various different platforms, I feel like I've learned a lot, and I'm excited to bring some of that knowledge to this channel and to share some of it with you guys and to kind of implement that content in with my writing content and motherhood, because I feel like those are my three pillars in my own life that I'm really passionate about: being a good mom, writing, and creating videos and creating content. Again, thank you for coming along on this whole journey with me, and would love it if you aren't subscribed and wanted to subscribe, or even just a like, comment, just to hear from you guys. I love it. One thing I've never been great about is outros, so sometimes I rant and drag it on a little bit too long. But thanks for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.